Hello, up Sean, your movie madman, and I'm back. So today we are going to talk about Scream. No, I'm not talking about this Scream, you know, the shit one that they couldn't be bothered to release uncut. I mean, I say that, it's not a shit film. I love this film. It is even in my top 69, but they could have released it uncut in 4K. Good one, Paramount, Bellends. Today, we're talking about the new one, which is called Scream. Work that out. Yeah, it's Scream 5, but for some reason they decided to call it Scream. Yep, exactly. So, this provided me with my new favourite word for this year, which is requel. Requel, that's right, Scream. This Scream is a requel. It is a rebooted sequel, which basically means they set it after the first one and ignore all the other films after that. But I'll tell you one thing that is very exciting about this film in particular. It's not a requel. Yep, work that out, you see, because I just told you it was, but it's not. Stab inside the universe of Scream is being made into a requel. But this film essentially is not actually a requel because it does follow on from the other four and it does mention the other four. So it's not actually following the requel rules as it should be. But the requel rules are explained within the film. So I can understand why people think it's a requel, but it's actually not. Anyway, enough about confusing words. Let's talk about Scream. So I'd say, without doubt, this is probably one of the best films I've seen that's been released this year. Like Everything Everywhere All at Once, this is another one of those films that went straight onto my top 69 list after watching it for the first time. I couldn't tell you why I love this film, mainly because I don't like spoiling films in my reviews, but if you love the Scream franchise, 1 to 4, you're going to really enjoy this. Out of all 5 of these films, I would probably put this second, just below the first one. And that's only just below the first one. It's nearly above the first one as well, but there are so many things the first one does that I'll always be in love with. But there is a lot of things that this film does really, really well. And I'm not going to tell you any of them, because I want you to watch it and find out for yourself. If you love the Scream franchise, watch this film. Don't think, oh, it's another one of those sequels that's not going to be very good. Ignore 2, 3 and 4, alright? Just watch this. This is so good in so many ways. It's absolutely brilliant. I'm sorry, but it is. I just loved it. I'm a little bit concerned that the sequel to this is going to be out next year, so they've managed to write it, film it, edit it and get it ready in about 6 months, so that's a little concerning. I hear rumours Neve Campbell isn't even going to be in Scream 6, so I'd love to know how they're going to make a film without the main character. But, you know, they managed it with Fisherman's Friends, so they might manage it with Scream as well. Not that Fisherman's Friends is about a serial killer, but whatever. Oh, there is a back cover. Love showing my back covers off. It's a slipcase as well. Got to love a good slipcase. And there's only a 4K disc in there. One of my friends did mention that he was disappointed that there wasn't a Blu-ray in there as well, because it's nice to have both. But yeah, just the 4K disc in here, so you can buy it on Blu-ray as well, obviously, but you know, you won't get it in 4K if you get it on Blu-ray, so what would be the point of that? I could talk about this film for ages, but I really don't want to ruin any of it, really. It's so hard to do a review for a film and not spoil anything, because this isn't really a review, this is just me talking about the disc. The 4K picture is absolutely phenomenal. The 4K detail is absolutely phenomenal. Unfortunately, I don't have the Blu-ray because it didn't come in with the disc, so I can't really compare it against the Blu-ray to say if this is better, but I'm assuming it is. I mean, it's 4K, not 1080p, so why wouldn't it be better? Yeah, there's some great performances in this. I love this film so much. It's right up there in my top 69. It's quite near the top in that top 69 as well, so that's quite a stretch. Getting it on the list is hard enough. Getting it up to that top 25. Yeah, if you haven't seen this, definitely watch it. Everything that the first Scream does, they do in this Scream, and they do it better. they honour the first one. They do well to be able to reference the first one within the confines of the reality of the franchise and still pull it off. So they did an absolutely brilliant job with this, considering how bad it could have been, because there hasn't been a sequel for this for years. And now they're releasing 6 next year, so I'm a little concerned about that, but I guess we'll see. But for now, I'm gonna go. So please like this video, it's not difficult, and subscribe if you haven't. Alright, thank you for your support, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.